What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and today we have the AeroClassics July 2024 releases for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for this, as today we circle back around to see what AeroClassics has in store for July 2024. So let's go ahead and get started. Obviously, this is one of the recent releases here from June that we did the video on previously, so definitely check that out. But let's go ahead and scroll up and see what we have going here for AeroClassics in July 2024. Our first model is going to be this IRA Airways Boeing 727-200. The registration of this aircraft is Yankee India Alpha Golf Lima. Very good looking aircraft. It's really cool to see AeroClassics always knocking out the really unique 727s. I feel like Gemini Jets and JC Wings do some of the more popular ones, but definitely AeroClassics for the very classic and unique ones. So this is quite a great looking aircraft, and I think it'll be very popular. Also a really great livery on there. So yeah, definitely will be a popular retro offering for the Middle East region. Overall, I think that's a really good choice. So definitely really glad to see that one right there. And then our next aircraft is going to be an absolutely beautiful Eastern Airlines Boeing 727-100. It's November 8140 November. So really cool to see the Eastern 727 getting done here. It's going to be a very popular aircraft, as Eastern's always been popular, particularly the white hockey stick livery. But this gray one's also a very unique one as well. So excited to see how this sells. Not many of these are out and about. So I think this will be a very good offering here for AeroClassics, and I definitely want to get an Eastern aircraft sometime. I'm looking for the all-white 727-100 with the bigger titles for Pan Am. And then as of for Eastern, I don't think they ever flew to TUL, so I'm not sure if I'll end up finding Eastern to get some time, but I'm sure I will. So all looking very nice there, and definitely really cool to see a very popular Eastern aircraft getting done right here. So that's absolutely awesome to say the least. And our next aircraft after that is going to be this Vasta Venezuela's SE210. Sorry for the terrible pronunciation, but how about this registration? It is Yankee Victor Charlie Alpha Victor India. So a very popular offering here, as you can see, one limit per customer, which is pretty impressive here, but absolutely love the colors on it. It looks quite nice. You got the navy and the orange complementing it. So yeah, AeroClassics very good at doing these really unique aircrafts. Again, I'm not very familiar with this one at all, but I'm sure there is a very particular market for it. So overall, this is a really great aircraft to see right here, and I'm sure it's going to have quite a bit of popularity, especially if they're already limiting customers to only getting one each. So yeah, another very cool aircraft, and I think this one's definitely going to serve its purpose very well. So we absolutely love to see that, and overall that's really cool. So definitely a big thumbs up for all the unique variety we've seen so far here from AeroClassics this month. So that's absolutely great. And then we also have another one of these. However, this time it's an Airlines Argentinas. Again, it's an SE210, and it's a Carnival, or however it's said, Caravel, Caravelli, whatever, however the correct pronunciation is. But this one's Lima Victor Hotel Golf X-Ray, so a much simpler registration on this one. However, it's still limited as well. I could be wrong, but I think AeroClassics is the only 1-400 manufacturer to have the it's SE210. Could be wrong on that, but as you can tell, it's a very unique aircraft, kind of like a Tupolev and Boeing aircraft put together, if you will. Very neat with the tail design. Actually, I kind of see some more Convair, like, action, like a Convair 880 mixed with a Tupolev kind of. Very unique. Let me know in the comments section what you think the SE210 looks like, but it's definitely quite an offering to say the least, and it is very cool to see AeroClassics going full steam ahead with these two offerings right here. So I'm sure they're going to be rather popular and overall looking very interesting, but yet very nice for these aircraft. So definitely super excited for them, and I think they're going to serve their purpose very well. So very cool to see that. Let's go up to the next row as we have some more AeroClassics offerings. Beginning up here with the very unique Israel Air Force C46, and this is going to be 1701. So very cool to see AeroClassics doing these again. It's been quite a while since we've got a C46. I don't even know if I've done a release reaction where C46 has been released. So really neat to see this. It's quite a underused mold, and once again, I think they're one of the only manufacturers in 1-400 to be using the C46 mold. So this is really cool for any collectors that are interested in this bracket, and really cool to see a 1-400 model here for under $40 from AeroClassics. It's quite a rarity. So this one coming in just 5 cents below at $39.95. But I think this once again will be really exciting for anybody that's interested, particularly in the C46. They're not very common, but this mold honestly looks pretty interesting. It looks pretty good with the wheels. The propellers also look pretty put together, so hopefully this aircraft turns out just as good as it looks, and overall a healthy offering here for AeroClassics on this particular release. So once again, a very nice one to see right there as well. We also have another one. This is 138, so I'm assuming that this is a different registration with limited changes here on the fuselage. I really don't see any that immediately catch my eye. Besides that, the registration is different, but yeah, this is another pretty nice looking aircraft. There is no stripe here on the wing. and that is a major difference. This one has the stripe, this one does not. So that might be the only major difference. Yeah, this is the reflection. I thought it was billboard titles for a moment, but that's the light reflection. So I think that might be the only difference that we see here. So yeah, quite an interesting aircraft. I think this one will prove to be quite popular as well. So we have two Israeli Air Force C46s for anybody interested in those. A little bit of change in differences for each, so that's pretty cool. Also, here's another major difference. The doors are moved up on this one, whereas this one doesn't have a outline around the logo. So another interesting difference there. So there are some minute differences, and that's what AeroClassics, in my opinion, should shoot for. If you're going to do pretty similar planes, at least have some relatively decent differences. These have a great example of just that. So yeah, definitely a pretty confident effort there, and overall those look really nice. Here's a very exciting aircraft for many collectors. This is AeroClassics Airways Boeing 727-200 cargo aircraft, 9 Mike Tango Golf Hotel. So very cool to see this. I think NG models may have done some AeroClassics Airways 757s at some point, but I don't believe we've had any 727s done. So awesome to see AeroClassics filling yet another void for those collectors. I really like their livery. I think the red and blue combination is pretty cool and definitely adds at least some character to the Euro white. So definitely love that, along with the outline on the doors, also cool. And then AeroClassics in red, whereas Airways is in blue. So there are some really good differences. We also have some bullet board titles too. So I think this will be popular for anybody that's interested in quite an aircraft. And yeah, once again, they're really knocking out the classic 727s. I think it's a really good market to get into, since, you know, Gemini is only going to do the popular ones. Same for GC. So once again, very exciting offering here. And I think this will be very appropriate for anybody looking for that aircraft. And yet we have another one right here, this one with various minute changes. The major one, I believe, is going to be the visor piece right here. This is 9 Mike Tango Golf Echo. So cool to see the substantial difference there. I guess it's not too crazy substantial, but it is noticeable for sure. So that's the major difference. I don't believe there's any others, but if you want the visor one, you can definitely go get that one as well. So very cool to see that. And overall, I think that's quite a quality release right there, to say the least. And then we also have a few more, including Everett Air Cargo doubles DC-932 November 935 Charlie Echo. So really awesome to see this. Obviously, we've got some Everett Air Cargos recently, including Gemini's MD-80. So very cool to see AeroClassics getting the DC-9 now. I know they did the DC-6s fairly recently within the last couple of years. So this is a very quality one to return to. So obviously very niche down to a very particular audience, but this will still be very applicable for anybody that's looking for the aircraft. So very awesome to see this, and I think this will be quite popular, to say the least. So that's a really exciting offering right there, and overall that's really cool. How about an Air Canada DC-932? This will be very exciting for any retro collectors interested. Charlie Foxtrot Tango Lima Bravo. So quite an awesome piece, and I'm sure this one will sell very well. It has the visor on it, and it's their classic livery. So this is a really great looking plane, and this will definitely appeal to many of those collectors. So overall, I think these are two really great releases here, very unique, and definitely a good opportunity. If you're looking to buy, you can, but if you also want to save money, these are not the most popular in the world, but the Air Canada is definitely going to be up there. So that's great for any Canadian retro collectors. How about an IRA Cargo doubles DC-8 62 Freighter Echo Charlie Echo Mike X-Ray? I think AeroClassics also does a really good job getting some DC-8s in there every once in a while. This is a very good example. Not many of these have been done at all, if any, so this is definitely going to be very popular for those particular collectors. I love the red and maroon and yellow on this aircraft, so that will be really great. And overall, I think they're going to really find some success with that aircraft, so that's absolutely awesome to see right there. And lastly, we have an Air Jamaica doubles DC-8 62. It's 6 Yankee Juliet India. However, this aircraft, as you can see, kind of has that hybrid livery, but I believe it's its actual own Air Jamaica, but pretty similar to the IRA Cargo. So very well timed, and again, not many Air Jamaica aircraft out there, so this is yet another really quality release right here, and will be very popular among many collectors. So overall, a really good choice, and I think that's absolutely awesome. And that concludes the AeroClassics July 2024 releases. So we definitely have quite a nice array of aircraft right here, to say the least. I think the DC-9s are really great choices, and the DC-8s also add some really good flavor to it for the unique collectors. The C46s, like I said, we rarely get those, so I think those will definitely serve their purposes, along with the classic 727s we got from Eastern, Iraq, and yeah, I believe it's Iraqi. The pronunciation slips my mind right now. And the Rayas. And then we also have the really cool SC210s that are very unique as well. So all those are really cool. I think they're going to all sell really well. So let me know in the comment section what you thought about this release. Would love to hear your opinions down below. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.